still bushed. Number 3, war is the first casualty of Library Gate. Last week, Politico reported that Bush advisors have decided to de-emphasize the Iraq War as part of the Bush Presidential Library. Now Talking Points memo points out the Iraq War is how it's handled in Mr. Bush's official biography on the Bush Library website. Iraq is not mentioned at all. Tax cuts, you got them. No Child Behind, got that. Barney and Miss Beasley, they're in there. That's showing the troops how much you cared for them, Mr. Sir. That's showing them how personally moved you were by their deaths and their maimings. Number 2, Mr. Bush's other botched war gate. Afghanistan, also not mentioned in his bio on the website of the library. The war that made sense at the time because we were told its goal was to get bin Laden and al-Qaeda. As last year's soaring fatality rate continues to rise, as Taliban continue to control most of the country, as more of our troops head there, as all this unfolds in new polling, the war that made sense, now viewed by an all-time high of 42% of Americans as a mistake. Number 1, definitely it was Torture-gate. The New York Review of Books has obtained a confidential report from 2007 by the International Committee of the Red Cross, which not only had access to Guantanamo Bay, but was allowed to interview 14 high-level detainees there. American officials with green lights from Washington 5 times in 1 week wrapped a towel around Abu Zubaydah's neck and used it to swing him around, smashing his body against a wall. Then they put him into a box and cut off the air supply. Then they waterboarded him until he vomited. Then there was Walid bin Attash, left hanging by his wrists for hours, standing on his one leg in between his beatings. All this and more credible enough for the Red Cross to call it, literally, torture. The Geneva Conventions, to which the United States is a signatory, establishes how it shall be determined whether, quote, torture has been committed. The ultimate deciding body, as agreed to by our country, is the Red Cross. According to the authority recognized by the United States of America, the United States of America committed war crimes, violated the Geneva Conventions, committed torture. So the debate is over. Let the prosecutions begin.